Bright Duty. Every student matters.
The next type of plant tissue is the permanent tissue. So, some of the meristematic tissue, they lose the ability to divide and they take up some certain permanent shape and function. Okay, this process is called cellular differentiation. These different cells, they take up different structure and function and perform certain specific functions. Cellular differentiation takes place. So, in this, you can perform this activity in your laboratory, school laboratory. You cannot do it at home because you need a microscope for it. You take a thin slice of any branch or a stem and observe, stain it with saffirin, then put glycerine and a cover slip on it and observe the slide under a microscope. You will see different types of cells in it. Alright, outermost layer, the inner cells are different in shapes and size. So basically all the cells, although they arise from meristem, but they have taken different shapes and size. And these tissues, they actually perform different functions. So this process is called cellular differentiation. The cells derived from meristematic tissue, they take up specific role. They differentiate to form permanent tissue, and this is a developmental process. Now, let us understand what are the characteristics of permanent tissue. By this, you will be able to differentiate between meristematic and permanent tissue. The permanent tissue, they lose the ability to divide. Cells are differentiated into different shapes and sizes. The cytoplasm is less dense. They have a large central vacuole for storage. Metabolically, they are very slow, inactive. Cell wall may be thin or thick depending upon their type. The function is protection, support, conduction, photosynthesis, storage, etc. Different types of permanent tissues perform different types of function. So, if you compare the characteristics of meristematic and permanent, you can differentiate it between them. Meristematic tissues are continuously dividing, permanent, they lose the ability to divide. The cytoplasm was dense. In this case, the cytoplasm is less dense. They are metabolically very active. They lack vacuole, while in this case, metabolically they are slow and they have large central vacuole. Let us now study about different two types of permanent tissue, simple and complex. Simple, as the name suggests, they are made up of only one type of cells. All the cells in the simple tissue, they are of single type. They are further divided into parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. On the other hand, complex permanent tissue, they are made up of more than one types of cells. Although they perform similar function, but the cells are of different type, but the group performs similar function. They have similar origin, similar function, but cells are of different shapes and sizes. So these are complex. So as the name suggests, simple permanent tissue, one type of cell, complex permanent tissue, different types, different shapes and sizes of the cell.